Yes, we've arrived at chapter 2 of module 2. Module 1, we saw the business fundamentals, value proposition, customers, the people in and around your business, cash and cash flow. So we've got that down. Then in this module of and around transformation, we first looked at the transformation of you as the entrepreneur. I hope by now you have a time management system in place, whichever one you feel most comfortable with. Remember, I mentioned the Daily Greatness Planner. It works great for me. I don't get any money out of it by promoting it. I just think it's a fantastic tool to grow and plan your business. I do it every day and have been doing it for a number of years. So if you do, then hopefully this micro learning block is scheduled and you're completely focused. You will have to be, because this is a very important one. We're going to talk about the transformation of your business model, your engine of growth. But before we do that, let's go back to the formula of success that we've mentioned a couple of times. So the formula of success, as we discussed, is a combination of hard work. You're doing that part. Best practices, they're sprinkled throughout the course, and I'm sure you have a bunch of your own, and the right business model. And now we have come to the part of the business model and everything around the business model that we may have to transform. So we are, if you look at the graph here, we are at the inflection point. We've taken care of the business fundamentals. We've already addressed the inflection points of ourselves, the entrepreneur, but now we're going to do the same with your business. So let's dive into it. Differently from the other classes, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to zoom in on the conclusions. So we're going to zoom in on the 3 hacks that are the takeaways from this class. We're going to zoom in on 4 strategic inflections, and then we're going to apply it in your business in the following exercises. So we're going to jump straight into the conclusions of business transformation, and then we'll start applying them in the following exercises. This is a big lesson, the videos and the exercises, but of course, this is what it's all about, to take your business to the next level. So let's have a look at the 3 hacks we are going to study and maybe implement. The first one is about the business model. We will have to move from a transactional model to a recurring model. This will have a whole bunch of implications for your business, on people, on your value proposition, on your metrics. So this is a very fundamental shift. This goes far beyond having some recurring revenue because you're selling security contracts or something else. This is about changing your whole business model from a transactional to a recurring business model. So that's the first one. Second one, we are going to look at the engine of growth. What is it that makes your business grow, thrive? And we're going to see that the engine of growth we need to focus on and we need to implement in our businesses is the sticky business model. The sticky business model means that it's all about customer retention. So this is extremely important to think in those terms. So again, it's not about the sale, it's about customers and customer retention. The third hack we're going to study is how are we going to tune the engine? There's elements of customer acquisition costs, revenue, margins, a whole bunch of things, but where exactly are the dials to really have a big impact, knowing that we have chosen a recurring business model and a sticky engine of growth? It doesn't have the same effect to look at customer acquisition costs as it will have For example, maximizing the customer lifetime, which we will see later on in the text lesson. That is exactly where you can have the biggest impact on your time and resources in this business model. All right. So these are the three hacks: recurring, sticky business model, and it's all about customer retention and customer lifetime. But we'll see that in greater detail in the text lesson following this video class. Now, if we look at the four strategic inflections that implicates this for your business, then we see the following. So the first thing is you now have really started working on your business. You're no longer working in, day out. Now you have started to work on your business. This will never stop. This will continue as long as you will be now running and growing this business. So this is a fundamental shift on where your time and attention and energy is going. Secondly, thinking about the sale for you and your organization will need to be replaced by thinking around and about the customer. Everything that has to do with the customer will be your central focal point. All the metrics will have to be around the customer. And that brings me to the third point. You will have to start measuring new things, not the margin on the sale or the total value of the sale or the how long it takes from landing a sale to executing the whole project. No, you will have to start thinking around the customer and measure the things that matter there. So things like CLTV means customer lifetime value. Again, we'll dive into the definitions and what it means in the text lesson. Following, customer acquisition cost. So all of these new metrics, you will have to incorporate them in your dashboard, in how you're going to look at your business daily, weekly, monthly, and on a yearly basis. So this is a very important shift. Without the measuring, you'll probably be lost after a couple of months. Fourth, that change in direction, you will have to share that with the people, not only in your business, but around your business. So it will have an impact on the marketing and communication plan that we looked at in Module 1, Lesson 2, around people in and around your business. You might want to take the plan again and update it after this lesson, because it will be impacted by what we're going to learn here. So we've looked at the three hacks: recurring, sticky business model, and all about improving and maximizing customer lifetime value. We looked at the four strategic inflections, which is the focal point will become the customer. We will have to measure what we do, and you will have to share this with your people. So now if we are going to implement this, we're going to do three things after this lesson that are very important. So first, we are going to go through a text lesson. It's a bit text heavy, but I need you to completely understand and have a 2020 vision how the mechanisms work of this new business model and engine of growth, and why and how you should apply it in your business. Then we're going to have a use case around aftercare contracts, applying everything we've seen in this module about business transformation. And lastly, you are going to, based around 7 questions, self-test your business model. So apply what you have learned and the insights and apply it to your own business, where you are today on the scale as measured by 7 different parameters. So I'm super excited we've got here. So let's work on your business. If we do this well, then the next step, the next module, growth, is for sure going